Hey everyone, and welcome to another TWM12 video on Star Citizen. I've recently got quite into this game due to the sheer fact that it's outstanding for an alpha and graphically beautiful for an alpha. I just can't wait. I can't wait for the update 3.0 to come out with the ability to be able to explore planets. Thankfully, I've got a ship able to do that. I've got Constellation Andromeda, and that's what this video is about, actually. So, without further ado, I'm going to carry on with the video in general and stop babbling about how beautiful this game is. Now, this video is going to be a quick look at the Andromeda so far. The Andromeda is it's one of four in our Constellation class and variants of ships. It's got the Taurus, the Aquilia, the Phoenix, and the Andromeda. The Andromeda is more of a multi-purpose and a multi-role. Well, multi-role vessel is a better way to put it. It does a bit of everything. The Aquilia is exploration, Phoenix is exploration as well, I would say, with a bit of, it's a luxury yacht as it says in the wiki, and the Taurus is more just hauling things and moving things. As you can see, it actually reminds me of the Starship Troopers, the human ship, surprisingly. No, what the fuck's that? Never mind, but personally, it reminds me of the human dropship. Well, not dropships, the human fleet carriers on Starship Troopers. Just that look, the way the four engines are, the bridge at the front. It's quite nice though. I really do like the detail in the design. You've got your heavy cannons mounted on your engines. You got your two turrets, one on the bottom, one on the top. Then at the very back, you've got the wee sneaky trick of your snub-nosed fighter that can be deployed with its Gatling gun and its two heavy laser armaments. Now, the vessel has quite a large cargo bay. It's very similar to the rest of the series in the Constellation, except for the Taurus. It's got an expanded bay in return for sacrificing not having this stub fighter and many defensive armaments. I actually don't think it has any defensive armaments, but this is the main difference between the Aquilia and the Andromeda. Is the Aquilia has one less turret and comes with a URSA rover, or URSA rover. Comes with a rover. That's a better way to put it. But in saying that, there, you could, if you really wanted to, you could fit a rover into this easily enough. It's the same size lift bay from what I can see. So, inside the Andromeda is actually quite spacey considering the size of the ship, only being like 66 meters. Now, first at the back of the ship, it takes you out to where you actually board the fighter from. There's the cockpit here. You board the fighter from that area. Well, you've got life support systems, and you've got your power plants back here. If you continue back up into the middle, you've got your missile racks, both on either side. You've got one with 24 missiles and one with 28 missiles, which is a holy good Jesus amount of fucking missiles. You've got an airlock on each side, which is, I'm guessing it's going to be used for boarding ships or using as quick escapes out of the vessel. Then further ahead, you've got your bunk beds for sleeping in. You've got an elevator that takes you out of the ship, which is pretty cool. The animation, I actually thought about it properly. Takes it down, depressurizes, and lets you out of the vessel. And then through the double doors, you come onto the bridge, which is really, really well designed. You've got your avionics, you've got your shield generators. Then you've got your two turrets, which have amazing turret animation when you're trying to get into it. Like, look at that, the turrets you come up in the seat. Yeah, you actually watch yourself sitting properly and it lowers you down onto it. Like, come on, that is beautiful. Look at this. Like, come on, look at that there. There's even animation when your hands are moving. Like, how remarkable is that? Like, oh, you can actually even see my submachine gun there and my handgun. Like, the detail in this game is outstanding for an alpha. Now, what sets Andromeda apart mainly is the sheer fact that it's more of a combat vessel. It's more of a light escort than exploration or luxury or travel that way. As you can see, it's very heavily outfitted for combat and defensive measures. It's got 2 co-pilot seats and 1 pilot seat. And speaking of which, there's another Andromeda going off now. No idea where though. And once you actually get into it, there's loads of screens. You actually need at least 2 other people to fly the ship effectively, to be honest with you. Piloting it by yourself is insane, as there's so much micromanagement, as you'll be about to see. Down to your left, you've got your missiles, weapon charge, you've got your power supply, trying to ferry us between them, your shield, how to cycle them. Up to the right, up to the left, you've got your damage compartments, your shield, your throttle. You've got your target reference and range and name and where it is. Up front, you've got your chaffee, your speed, your power. Then if you've got your landing gear, if you're coupled, if you're locked in. It's definitely not a one-person ship, really. It is doable with one person and flyable with one person, but you really need someone with you. At least 1 or 2 more with you to make the most out of this here ship. Now, I'm thinking personally on this here ship, it's going to be great for exploring areas where you're expecting to have combat in. It's definitely got the capabilities to defend itself most efficiently out of all the series. Now, so far, in my opinion on the Constellation, it's got to be the most beautiful ship in the game so far that's been added. There's a lot more coming in 3.0 to my knowledge, and there's a few more new features coming in 3.0 which allow you to actually land on the planets and explore, which is pretty cool. Like, the Andromeda itself is stunning, and hopefully I'll be able to get a nice rover in here once it comes out. I'm hoping to buy one in the sale at some point, the same as a Polaris, but I don't know if I'll be able to get the Polaris or not because of the sheer fact it's going to be it's a bit on the expensive side. Oh, someone decided to board my ship. I have no idea what he's doing, but bye bye. Time to bring it up. Oh no, one of his mates might have gone in front of me. Anyways, so got a wee nice RSI logo. Time to take this, well, ship out, have a wee fly around it, and talk about it really. Now, the animations in general for this ship are stunning. I would say for this game, most people probably think this would be in at least closed beta due to the sheer fact how nice the graphics are. So if there we go, that's for it. Now, without using my afterburner, the ship is considerably slow. It's only 150 meters a second, but with the afterburner on, it goes, I think it's about 450 it goes up to, yep, 450 meters a second with the afterburner on, which is actually surprisingly fast for a ship of this size. It's not the most maneuverable ship, but it is quite nice. I quite enjoy it. Bring it up. Just warp to a random comm array. There we go, entering quantum travel. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here, I don't know if that was intentional, the bending of some of the metal, or the look of some of it bending. There you go. There's my 4 heavy cannons firing away. Exit that there. I'll show you actually the wee ball turrets. They're actually really cool, the laser repeaters, the amount of graphics that went into them, and the design that went into them. Knowing my luck, a pirate's gonna spawn here when I get into it. That is just my luck here. Whoops. Like, if you look at the left hand side there, you can see the actual guns. They actually repeat them in different barrels, which is actually which is really cool. Goodness, whoops! I think I need to let them weapons recycle and cool. But yeah, it's actually outstandingly beautiful, this ship. No, the actual And now the actual price of the Andromeda is quite hefty. It's $265. Oh shit! That like flew right by that there. So it's not too good that way. I literally went floating right by. I should have like hit my brakes. Has there been any damage done to the vessel? No. No. No damage has been done to the vessel. Thank God. It's expensive to repair. I'm too cheap, I can't afford it. Let's see. Time to work back to where I'm meant to be. Onto. Let's see. Oh, sorry. That door up the yellow, and then over to it. Now, the Andromeda, it's a nice ship, but it's definitely one I would be careful in using. It's not one I would use without having a proper crew on like I'm doing. It'll be very good for that, well, for solo once you can hire AI crews, but that probably won't be coming for a while. You know, you've even got your quantum fuel mount there, so you actually have to refuel and refit your ship throughout flights, which is... it's pretty badass, to be honest with you. It really is badass. Oh, by the looks of it, the actual bending on the ship is intentional. That's actually pretty sweet. That was nice animation. Whoa, fuck, that came in... I came in a bit close there. No landing zone range. I know that there, but that's the only issue with landing quite large ships. Is it's really difficult to land one by yourself, really. But the main difficulty is trying to keep it stable. So that's a quite handy wee feature to it, which actually lets you use auto landing, which is actually really handy, as I'll show you up here. Time to turn around, just moving in slightly. As you can see, using auto land, it levels the ship out and maneuvers it in perfectly, essentially, for you to land safely and securely, which is pretty handy actually. So it lets you actually land the ship properly without just like spiraling off or accidentally flipping it when you land it. So this is a pretty neat feature that way. It really is. So, is Andromeda worth it? Personally, yes, I think it's worth it. It's definitely a great starting ship for people who want a multi-crew vessel. There's so much you can actually do with it, and it's not a very forgiving vessel in some ways, put it that way, especially when it comes to combat. Especially if you want to try and solo multiple fighters, it's not very forgiving. It will punish you heavily for it. But it's definitely one I would recommend if you want to learn how to use multiple crew vessels with your friends or organization mates. It's definitely one worth looking into. I thought it'd be worth mentioning as well, I also created a fan-made app community on Amino. I'm also going to put a link to it in the description below if any of you would be interested in trying or joining it. So we can take the game anywhere with us at that point, really. Well, the chat and the photos and the screenshots and the forum, well, not really forums, it's not more app forums of, well, community forums really at that point, and community blogs and polls and all. So if any of you would be interested, I'll put a link in the description to it there. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.